in this AFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Open man here is Gentry. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Shotgun now for Breeze. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Fournette, a first down carry. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington there to make the grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7. Dolphins.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 61 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it. You do go through it. And in this case, it is clicking exactly like they do.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 75 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. The 30. 10.
You know what? Why don't you just start
And
over?
all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 74 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give them a gain of 38.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Breeze now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down.
12. And the Steeler first down.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
14-14.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Breeze. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Breeze going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Breeze to throw again. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
We got 21.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Complete.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Breeze now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
Breeze.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Breeze going to sneak it, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll run for it with Samuels. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
He was brought down.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing now is Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Fournette. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Steelers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and 5. Now Breeze. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know
after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
25-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the Steelers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Breeze. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
31. Dolphins 14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
And 2 at the 33-yard line.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Breida to get the third quarter started.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Breida. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's got room. The 40, 30, 10.
It's sad they pay me. I do this for free.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Jalen Samuels, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10.
That's good.
A big play there for the Dolphins. 42 yards.
1st and goal.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Breida. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Being chased out left. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Max Williams there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From the 27, Breeze. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. On first down, it's Samuels. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On play action, now Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Breeze. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
First down, Steelers.
Yellow lady. You're good, you're good.
Breeze to the flat. That's caught. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball,
there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up 4th down.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now it's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
He was taken down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run with Breida.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That's some good, hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brought down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here,
we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. This is Samuels. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the fourth quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensitive. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
If you know about the cardboard, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Tonight,
and a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the